Hello, hello. Welcome to WIP IT Sundays. With tonight, we got Justin Cannon, who's getting something to drink right now, I believe.
No, I'm back.
Oh, okay. Which I won't give you solo since I can't really do anything right now. And I did find those pictures, and I'll send them to you again. And make sure you hit the right button. I was about to remove you from stage instead of hitting solo.
You'd be all alone.
I know. I was like, I don't know where everybody's at. Oh, Hulk smashes his wife's working late. He's got to go pick her up. So, hi. Save image. Save image. And I will resend these to you. Or I can stick in that reference folder. Which one do you prefer? I'm like in the back through Instagram or a reference folder?
Buried in memes.
Buried in memes? Okay, I'll do it again. I found it buried in memes. Okay, I'll just send them back to you through Instagram. And we got Akudinos in the house.
I'm going to start real simple with a Moltar.
There you go.
Okay, I got it.
If you ever feel froggy, you make anything that fits over like a forearm like weapon things. He is a shapeshifter. He would have different types of weapons. You can actually make blasters too on his forearms. Just saying, if you ever feel like it. Kind of surprised with the announcement from Joe Fest from Fresh Monkey Fiction. They're getting the license for cops. Fighting crime in the time.
That guy's design cracks me up though. He's got like a metal abdomen and pelvis area, and then he's got like pant leg attached to it down below.
Yeah, I never realized that. I always just see him in his trench coat. I didn't know he was like his middle of his body's a cyborg.
Yeah.
I did not realize that at all. I know he's called Bulletproof, but maybe he's got more elements of robot than we see, but hello?
Hey.
I figured you was out and about.
Yeah, she's going to be running late, so.
I figured let Cannon have solo screen while we talk, and because I can't do anything.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I'm going to the doctor tomorrow. Hopefully, this bandage comes off tomorrow and maybe get stitches out.
Yeah,
that's exciting.
Because the bandage right now, I think, hurts more than the actual incisions point.
It must be irritating.
It is, and I smacked it this evening too. Like I dozed off, took a nap this evening, and my arm, I kind of fall asleep holding my arm straight up, like just bent in 90 degrees. And I dozed off, and I fell sideways and hit the nightstand. Like that's smart.
I'm wondering though if it's probably better, like if it's not 100%, the actual wound is healed from the outside. It might be dangerous to take off the cast and you hit it somewhere,
Well, we'll see what they say tomorrow. I'm not going to take it off because I want to. I'm going to wait till what they say.
Yeah.
But I was just mentioning, I'm really surprised that the Fresh Monkey Fiction is, their name is hard to say, is actually getting the license to cops.
Yeah, I know, right?
Which is crazy because it's a Hasbro property. Well, it's not as crazy nowadays because there's so many companies right now too that Hasbro's licensed their properties out to right now anyway. They're licensing their stuff out to Super 7. McFarlane is doing Marvel, but that's not really Hasbro. But they're doing Transformers too. Yeah, they're doing that too. Those page puncher stupid things, those like 2.5-inch figures that don't have any articulation. I won't say figurines because they're not action figures.
Well, I guess. Well, I'm not going to say Hasbro.
Roughly, how long do you think it should take?
10 minutes.
But yeah, it's.
Yeah, I'm not going to say.
It's not. It was shocking at first, and I realized they're doing this quite often now, licensing out their brands to other companies.
Yeah.
That takes the risk out of their involvement, and they just get money from the licensing deal, so they don't really care.
I say they got their finger in the pie, right?
Mm-hmm.
And none of the worries about it not selling well and stuff like that. They still get their shares.
It's all on the licensor, licensee. No, licensee. Yeah.
We got Mr. Kama waiting to come in there. Did you delete him?
I had them in. You deleted them.
Oh. Hey, we got Sector 2813 in the house. We were just chatting on Instagram a little while ago. How you doing, Sector?
Good evening, sir. We have a black screen for Don right now.
Good morning. Yeah, when I get over there, I'll fix that problem.
Let's see.
Over there. Who knows what Memphis?
Yeah, actually, I think I messaged you on Facebook. Right? Me and Sector were talking a little while ago. I'm trying to think of Hasbro if they made any decent looking Ruffalo Hulk heads, not the Smart Hulk, the Savage looking one. That would fit the 80th body. I'm trying to think. I know that the movie figures, the first two, I guess, Age of Ultron and
the Amazon exclusive Gladiator Hulk from Hasbro. That head should fit. The new head sculpt, that the Rage head they got, it's a Ruffalo head.
Yeah,
it looks really good. It's got the buzz cut, but it's a Savage head.
I got to build the figure, but I don't know. That head looks pretty decent too, but
yeah, I like the new Screaming head.
Yeah.
It's so much better than the original head. It's not even funny.
Well, it kind of suits him too because during the fight he was always raged out, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I gotta find something. Then again, you know what though? I'm thinking about. I don't even know if the 80th kind of scales well with the Marvel Legends Avengers figures because it's still a little bit too small, don't you think?
No, I think it's fine.
Yeah, it's probably.
I think the proportions are wrong for the movie Hulk, though.
Oh yeah, that I know. He's not as wide as the 80th.
Yeah.
But then again, neither is the Norton one. But we got that going on.
Oh yeah.
Huh?
Oh yeah.
No belong.
Could you notice the Mario of Primus?
Maybe two more.
Yeah, that is a really good figure. Actually, basically, several years back, you could get the bodies super cheap for that figure off. Basically, the factories selling headless bodies. The unquote factory rejects, but there were nothing wrong with the bodies. They just didn't have any heads. So I actually kind of troop built her a little bit because it's such a great body, and built out my New Adventures shelf. Since we didn't get a complete New Adventures line from Classics, that's what we were just talking about. The Gladiator Bath Hulk, Ragnarok Hulk head. The Screaming head is much better than the neutral head. The neutral head is not a good likeness. It's okay, but not great.
I think
the Screaming head was very much on point to the movie head.
Yeah. Plus,
it felt weird.
Yeah, how you doing? It's also because the deluxe version now, I guess it's been made later, so they can do the likeness a bit better.
Yeah. The technology has improved too, like doing the head sculpts. What they were doing before. They gotten better. Let me say, they've hired better sculptors.
True.
The sculptors they got right now are doing some top-notch stuff.
Yeah. I did that deluxe one. I didn't buy it yet. Did it come with the what's it called? With two heads or just the one?
Came with two heads.
Oh, it did come with two. The Build-A-Figure.
Yep, and actually came with an extra fist hand now too.
Oh.
I did a review on it. Did you not watch my review?
Dang. Call them out.
I'm aggravated. I've got to tease him a little bit. His old man memories. I know he watched it. He commented on it.
Whoa.
The neutral head, if you need it. Sector 23 said.
Oh, cool. I gotta look at my stash. I know. I'm gonna try different things. I got the neutral head. Well, from the Build-A-Figure. I'm gonna check some of the movie figures. They're probably gonna be a little too small though.
Joke is, what's up? Enjoying watching Canon work, making a Moltar head right now, and I'm still out of commission. Hopefully, get the bandage off tomorrow. Not 100% sure that's going to happen, but I got hopes so. I love the fact some of the instructions tell you, like, if your wound starts seeping, like, or anything like that, go to the doctor. Like, how am I supposed to know? It's all bandaged up. I can't see it.
So it's late. I bet you never guess why.
You had to save a dog from a runaway truck, and you jumped and pushed it out of the way, and you did like a hero roll on the front yard.
My son came and got me because he was worried about his mother. He hadn't seen her in a while. So I said, yeah, I'll go locate her. And she was just in the garage. But when I stood up to walk downstairs with him, I thought like a 2-minute endeavor. He fell down the stairs.
Oh! You okay?
Oh, shit.
Well, I mean, yeah, we didn't go to the hospital. So he was all right.
Yeah.
I gave him a cold compress. He was all right.
Well, they're basically made out of rubber when they're young, too. So.
Yeah. They bounce.
I hurt if I like sit wrong. I hurt myself.
Even if you think wrong, you hurt. Oh yeah. All right, Sector. We'll talk. Yeah, we'll talk. I'm gonna see what I got, and we'll chat on Instagram.
Food's done.
What do y'all think about the Joe Fest this year? I like a lot of the reveals from what you call it, the Fresh Monkey Fiction. We were talking about that earlier. Like them getting the license from Hasbro to do cops fighting crime from a future time. That is kind of like really cool. They look on point to the original updates to the original figures. We've been talking about that for a while on Collector Fusion about like other properties Hasbro has and owns. Why don't they bring us to a 6-inch line? So apparently they don't want to do the risk.
Okay.
So they're doing the license out to other toy companies, which is cool too, because they're going to be like really high end for Fresh Monkey Fiction.
Yeah.
They're going to do stuff that Hasbro wouldn't have allowed in the budget, like the soft goods trench coat he's getting.
These lines that they're making now, that's a lot to collect, to get into all these different lines.
Yep.
man, there's a lot of people that are happy about this Cops line.
Oh yeah. I think it's been on like high on everybody's because it's a sequel series to like the Real American Heroes G.I. Joes.
Yeah, well, plus the nostalgia involved too, right?
One of the characters was the grandson of Beachhead.
Yeah, you mentioned that before on a stream. Yeah, I didn't know that.
I found out I never watched the series because I didn't have the channel when it came on.
Yeah.
But I found out after the fact, but it looks cool. Yeah, same here, Namefield. I didn't realize that either. I didn't realize that was what was under the trench coat. I always just remember the cartoon pictures. So he never. I don't remember him ever taking that trench coat off. Of course, I didn't really watch the show. Just seen clips of it.
If I had pants like that, I wouldn't take the trench coat off either.
True. I'm not sure why you would graft your pants to your robotic legs.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with Forge. Why does Forge have part of the pants on his calf, but his thigh uncovered?
Yeah,
It never made sense to me. Like, what? Just not have it down on your calf. You just let your whole robotic leg be hanging out for the boot.
I guess that was the '90s style. Is that how they drew them?
I'm gonna cut the thigh out of my pants, but then like put elastic around the calf piece so I can still wear it. Like a sock.
Doesn't make any sense.
Well, maybe he has circulation issues.
Newfield says he wears regular pants in the cartoon. That might be part of their licensing deal too, where they have to stick to the toys designs. The cartoon designs may be with the Deke animation company. Could be a separate license. Monster Force Reveals was awesome. The Cthulhu like possessed like emissary. That looked pretty cool.
Oh, isn't there one wearing a hood like Cobra Commander? Is that what he said?
That's that one. There's it's the Cthulhu emissary figure. I think that's what it's called. Well, it's not. They didn't say Cthulhu, but it's a Cthulhu head. And the alternate head's the masked like Cobra Commander head, but in black and green. They're already doing a Red Shadow one with red and black, red and actual different colors of it. Name Velcy just remembers the guy for wearing bulletproof armor. So, I've only really seen cops and clips on. I think it's online, but that makes me want to go back and revisit it, see if we learn a little more about the show. I just seen their designs from the clips I've seen online. I never really dove into the toy line that much.
I briefly remember the show.
What kind of body are you thinking to use for that?
One of those AIM agent.
Scientist Supremes?
Yeah, one of those guys. Don't you think?
Yeah, Scientist Supremes probably got a. I don't know. Let's see.
One of those yellow guys.
Yeah. The regular body, it's got the Ghost Rider body. I don't think that one would work. Probably the Scientist Supreme would look better. More armored.
Yeah, he got a real. I mean, it's just real simple. His outfit is.
Is there another base body that would work for Moltar? Let me. Base Ghost.
The one thing I want to do.
Yes.
I got your stuff boxed up. I gotta mail something to my father-in-law. So I'll posting it tomorrow if everything goes as it should. Not you, Canon. You're not ready yet.
Yeah, looking at the body, he's got the.
It's just real simple. Kind of baggy.
Maybe well, baggy suit bodies, like the Red Skull and Dormammu and the other ones that use that body. That might be a good body for that. How cheap is that Dormammu? Because it's already like mostly that color, that red.
Wait. Dormammu's a pretty cheap figure, no? From the Zemnu wave?
The what?
What was it, the Zemnu wave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking purple. Of course.
I thought it was mauve.
That's cool.
You can get that that Dormammu cheap right now. He's like $15. That might be a good base for this.
What does that look like?
I'll pull it up here a second. It's got an overlay that you can take off. Let me start my cam. Button.
Go solo on you.
There he is.
I think I got him.
He's kind of a purplish red
Dormammu
body.
Or is it Dormammu?
Dormammu.
Okay.
Dormammu. I think you're right. I always miss his pronunciation up. Yeah, on Amazon he's $14.47, so if you need to replace him. He's got the baggy sleeves, the belt, the waist, basically need a belt buckle for it. You can take that overlay off and it's got the rest of the shirt underneath of it.
Yeah.
I might have that. Hang on, let me go look.
Yeah, I got him in a box someplace.
You can have it for free.
I already got him.
Like I said, for free.
Yep, I think that'll work.
What kind of world am I living in when I only got one color of red paint?
Name-Held Cops is on YouTube. Sweet. It's probably on one of those streaming sites too, like I use to check it out. Did you know there was a Monster Force cartoon? Really? I thought that was just a brand that Rich Monkey Fiction was doing. Was it a different type of Monster Force?
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's just a different show called Monster Force.
I want to finish watching it. Cops on YouTube. Cool. Hey, I need to watch some of those. Man.
I'm surprised Disney Plus doesn't have. Well, Hasbro owns the rights, you said, right?
Yep. Well, they wouldn't be on Disney Plus then.
Yeah, just Disney. Yeah.
They used to have their own channel, like the mixed with. They partnered with the Discovery Channel called the Hub, but it didn't last. They broke ties with Discovery, and the Hub was no more. definitely worth checking out. See if I can find it and watch it. I know he'll say it's on YouTube, so I might have to check it out.
They have. I'm trying to remember. Wasn't the one of the villains like a kingpin-looking guy?
Yeah, that was the main villain.
Yeah. There was a character called Long Arm, right?
I think so.
Yeah, because I remember watching. I wasn't like. I didn't watch every single episode. I remember watching a few of them. Shit, that was so long ago.
Thinking about it, there's actually quite a few. Not quite a few. There's a few cartoons that have a kingpin type villain. I think Biker Master from Mars villain, he was an alien, but his human persona kind of was a kingpinish looking.
Oh.
Made this week I've been working made a lot of progress with the comic story I've been working on. Made a couple tweaks today, not much. Added some dialogue in it. We're going to tie back in three chapters. I made a couple changes to paragraphs that tied back to previous parts of the story. Oh, congratulations, Chris! You was able to get that Gambit because it looks like it sold out fast. I brought it up onto the channel like we were on the toy news on Friday, and they were gone.
What Gambit?
The Gambit heads that Corey was working on.
Oh yeah.
All those sold out like that. Get the Strange Tales wave. But I like stuff like that, but they really start needing to looking at the source material a bit better too. Something was bugging me with that Lilith head, and I realized what it was. They got the paint deco for Lilith on the face all wrong. Not all wrong, but quite a bit wrong.
Yeah.
She don't have purple around her eyes. She don't have irises. She don't have pupils. And she don't wear purple lipstick. I did like a little digital mock-up of it and made that head look so much better, giving it the proper deco. It looked too like happy. It didn't look like Lilith. And once you make a little tweak with it, it made all the difference on that.
Justin Booth, what's up, Collector Express?
Hello, sir.
Sorry, I'm doing something that's super secret. I'll have you back around in just a second.
Yeah. And I will pull up here a second. What you laughing at?
Moltar?
Is it funny, ha?
This.
Does it make you laugh? Oh. That does.
That's not what I meant to do.
Yeah. This is what Lilith should look like. This is how she looks in the comics. Her classic look, not her modern look. The modern look looks stupid. But this is what she looked like. This is what they were supposed to do.
Yeah, that looks
most of it's on point by sculpture and stuff. They can't do the sharp points on the head because safety things. But other than that, it looks like it's pretty well on point. This is the deco they gave us. Where did this purple come from? And these pupils and purple lips. And plus, the sculpture's kind of soft. Not real detailed. This is supposed to almost be like a web pattern type thing on the back. There's off the back of her headdress thing. But I can't really do anything about that. But to change the deco up, get rid of the pupils, get rid of the purple, change the lips to black, and it looks much more like the artwork. I'm totally doing this when I get the figure. Also, I'll bring this widow's peak down farther down here, between her eye, closer to the crest between her eyes, like the artwork. So it goes right between her eyes. If you do that, that makes a world of difference to that head sculpt. And I don't know why they didn't bring this fishnet all the way up to the top of the bicep.
Yeah.
It looks like the paint failed or something other. It's already a seam line. Just stop it here at the seam line.
A lot of people are complaining about the fishnet.
Yeah, because all this mess here, because they crisscross and all this and missed some patches.
Couldn't they have used photoreal for that, or?
I think it's just something to do with, like, I don't know. I really couldn't say. I don't know how all that stuff works. They would have to actually have like a multi-axis printer to do photoreal like that. These were probably done on those like a soft silicone like stamps they use, and you got to do it one side at a time. That's why you're going to have the mix match hatching. Me, I'm not going to complain about that too much.
Yeah.
That kind of design is hard to match up. Oh, and hell, there's a hole here in the drawing. There's a hole in the fishnets here.
You know what though? The figure doesn't look like that's hair behind her. Like it looks more like.
Well, it's not supposed to be hair. Sometimes it's drawn to look like hair, and sometimes it's not. But this is really supposed to be like a headdress piece coming off her back of her head. It's not really hair. It's like a black cobweb-looking thing.
Okay, because in that other picture, it looks a little bit more like hair.
Yeah, that one looks like more like hair, but in other pictures, it's more traditional, like of Lilith.
Okay, so she covers her hair with that headpiece.
Yeah.
Right? I get it.
There we go. But yeah, I found another picture of her headdress piece. Her look varies from like artist to artist too.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to nail down her look, but I only found one picture where I could find silver on top of her head, but I mean not silver, the purple, and it's just meant to be shading, not actual like pattern like around her eyes. So they kind of goofed.
Yeah, almost like dark spots.
Yeah.
The way they painted her on, it looks like makeup or something.
Yep.
Rather than a shadow.
The share screen. This is her original main look for the character. You see like the you got holes in the background. It's not really meant to be hair.
Yeah.
And
So they
her
actually, right.
her headpiece is supposed to be even taller than what they're doing. It's supposed to be crazy tall, but I understand because safety things, they got to change things for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, they get a pass on that, but they actually did it.
This is modern Lilith, and it looks terrible. I don't know why they would change her that into something like that. So this looks more like hair back here. The crazy like spikes on the side of her head.
Yeah, I guess it depends if she's wearing that headdress or not.
Yeah. And yeah, this is the modern Lilith. I'm so glad we didn't get this mess.
She just looks like might as well just be Callisto.
She looks like a female Mr. Sinister now.
Yeah.
Now this is like you got like the crazy like headdress piece in the back. That's really good representation of that. This is the only picture where I found purple up here, and that's meant to be shading, not makeup.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of. They referenced this for that purple.
Probably.
And her lipstick's green here. So I don't know.
Oh, and look at the arms too. They don't have the fishnet all the way because of that material there, I guess.
Well, the fishnets go down through here and up to here.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's there. But this is the traditional look: just the yellow eyes, the patterns around their eyes, clean up like that. That's the look they should have went for, not adding the purple. I don't get that. Of course, they didn't do the high cut swimsuit either. They'll never do that again on a female action figure. But oh well, I'm still glad we're getting her because people are complaining about the fishnets. It's like, I sure don't want to paint them. I wanted to flip Lilith. Yeah. She currently looks like more like Sindel than she does Lilith. I think once you fix her face, it'll be. Of course, she predates Sindel a lot. It makes me wonder if they didn't use some of Lilith's design on Sindel. Oh,
you got this one.
Oh, you got it.
Family, 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 family.
Oh yeah, the Fresh Monkey Fiction agents. Those are totally James Bond. Right now, if once these things start pumping out, when Fresh Monkey Fiction starts pumping these figures out, Valverse is hurting. Because they, for what I've seen in Fresh Monkey Fiction, the designs are so much better. They have more cohesive villains. They actually have a theme. It's not all a bunch of mercenaries. And it's Michael Your fan is hitting the mic really bad. But yeah, the Fresh Monkey Fiction is, and they're working with Gridiron Studios, and they're doing the weapons for them. So they got much better designs from their weapons right now.
Did the werewolf they showed a picture of look exactly like veteran Williams? Does anybody else?
Yes,
they are working with the Fury Toys. The factory was from Fury Toys. They are doing Sasquatches too. It's using previous molds too.
He just comes with a chain gun this time.
Yeah, big minigun.
Mine came with a chainsaw.
Would you have preferred it come with the minigun?
No, because I want him to be kind of like a werewolf.
Not like a mercenary.
Look, the premise sounds cool, but also it's like to the point where, why does a werewolf need a minigun?
Yeah.
Unless he's fighting vampires, an army of vampires, and he needs to shoot them with like.
Maybe they're wooden bullets.
Well, depending on the fiction too. So, like on the Blade universe, the vampires are vulnerable to silver as well. So both werewolves.
Seems like a
and
liability for a werewolf to carry around a chain gun full of silver bullets.
This is true. But also into the we call it the Underworld series, the Lycans actually had weapons that shoot bullet. The vampires there weren't vulnerable to silver, but they were vulnerable to other stuff. I forget the type of bullets they were. UV bullets or something like that. I don't know.
It was UV ray bullets. It had like sunlight inside the bullets. I'm still surprised they didn't make, other than those first crappy little whatever scale figures they made for Underworld. I'm just wondering if they should have made like a cool 6-inch line.
The Valorous is doing their Vanguard, that vehicle, and quality-wise, it looks fine to me. I just find it an ugly vehicle. The real-life vehicles to me is ugly. Is that company makes two different vehicles. The one that they're using for the Representative Vanguard is built on a 4-door Jeep Wrangler chassis. So it actually shows that the Vanguard is out of scale. It's too big. It's just a Jeep Wrangler. The other vehicle they got, I think, was actually a much better looking vehicle. It's built on a Cadillac Escalade chassis, which is a 3/4 ton chassis with all-wheel drive, high horsepower engine. And it's a much better looking vehicle. If they went with that one, I would probably pick one up. As they went with the Jeep Wrangler one, I find it ugly. It's not badly priced at $184. Just, I just don't like it. Silver bullets and the chain gun. In some fiction, werewolves are not weak to silver. Okay.
I don't really collect Valorous, but I mean, their figures were cool, but that last batch of figures they released, I think we talked about this before.
They look awkward without their gear.
That's right. If they're not wearing their gear, they're awful looking. But with the gear on, you got one there?
No.
Oh, I thought you were going this one.
Once I get back where I can work on stuff, I need to work on my Omni-Man.
That's a good base for him too.
Yeah. Using Hercules for the base.
And he's jacked, so he should be on a big base like that.
But make a Thrag, I would say Warpath would probably be a good body for Thrag. See, it's even bigger.
It's got to be bigger than. Yeah.
Well, they're about the same size. They're about the same height. Just probably a little bit taller. At the shoulder, they're the same height. The Warpath and the Hercules, they're close to the same height. He's just wider. He's a wider figure.
That works, though. For
that makes him be a good base for Thrag.
Definitely, yeah. That's a lot of white to paint, man.
Yep. The Sphinx figure from Mighty Morphin thing. could be a good base for a battle beast. Because it's furry, got furry arms and stuff.
Oh yeah, the Sphinx. That's right. I have one of those. Yeah, he's huge.
I got parts one. I'm going back together and use it for a base.
I never really seen him compared to like Hercules and stuff like that.
It's a pretty decent sized figure.
Yeah. You know what? You can even get those cheap even if you don't have it. You said they got fur on the forearms?
Oh, the whole body's furry.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Just have to resculpt the chest because it's got the Egyptian hieroglyphs on it stuff, and just do armor. The Marvel Dracula, which I like it. I'll probably end up repainting the face because Dracula don't have white skin. I'm not sure why they made him white.
Is that their idea of him being pale?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's crazy. He's a pretty big figure too.
I think he could stand to be bigger. I don't think he stands much taller than standard Vulcan.
Well, I didn't see him next to anything, but it's an all new mold, right? The entire figure is like brand new.
What they said, I think they look at one picture on the internet and they run with that as the colors they go with.
Yeah.
And
yeah, there was probably a picture where he looked really, really pale in the comic or whatever. They actually thought.
well, I found the picture they probably went with. This one picture here, his skin is white.
That looks like the figure too.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, God.
But every other picture you see him, he's
Pale.
Caucasian, but with pale skin.
Yeah.
Pale skin. Now sometimes he is drawn like that's not like really white skin. That's another pale skin. The cartoon had him white skin. Red eyes. So. And he's pale skin, red eyes.
Did they get the eyes right on the picture?
What?
Go ahead, Don.
I made this vest for a guy, and he's fallen off of the face of the earth. I haven't heard from him since.
Which vest is that?
The Scarlet Spider one.
Oh.
I have not seen that movie. Dracula, Sovereign of the Damned.
See, I know what time it is. Trying to show Don something and puts little words up there so he can't see my screen.
Oh. Hold on, I'll put you up here. Solo layout right now. Wait, take a drink.
Take that drink, buddy. So,
That one.
fell off the face of the earth. Okay? I'm sure there are a lot of people that would like to buy that off you.
Yeah, so one guy's like, yeah, it's like, well, I gotta make one. I'll make you one too. And he's like, oh, okay, blah blah blah. This that about a week worth of back and forth, and the last I heard is he's like, I'm gonna put it in the mail tomorrow, and who knows? I'm gonna put it on this Spider-Man.
Why did you make me do this?
Hang on. You know what? Let me try. I'm gonna try something here on the screen. There you go.
There you go.
Better
Actually,
done.
let's do one better. Up top.
They don't need to see me.
Yeah, but now if you key somebody up, they ain't gonna be able to see Hulk smash screen.
That's okay.
See what I mean?
They
I
know I'm
think
here.
it was a Japanese cartoon based off the Marvel Comics Tomb of Dracula. I haven't seen that. I'll have to watch that. Glug, 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 glug. Oh, hey, oh, what Canon is working on is a piece for one of my original characters. He reshape his hands into like blade weapons and energy like blast weapons. You know what he needs.
Hey, Don.
Yeah.
You there?
Yeah.
He's
I'm
talking.
gonna say, I know about the Zeus stuff you sent me. I'm just working on the part before I start working on it. I know it's been a while. Because I want to get the skin tone to match. I got to repaint the whole figure, and I got to wait for a head. Still trying to work on grabbing something, and I'm going to have to match all the skin tones. So you'll see some progress on that hopefully soon. But yeah, I'm working on that other thing I sent you a picture of.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Yep, you're being really quiet.
Okay. I was just saying about the Zeus stuff that you sent me. Before I start working on it, I gotta secure a head for it first because I need to repaint the whole figure, and I don't want to try to match up because I'm gonna have to mix up some skin tone. So I gotta wait till I get everything, all the pieces together before I start it. But I am gonna work on that other thing I sent you a picture of, so I can hopefully start posting that stuff that you did for me.
It sounds good, man, but I have no idea what you're talking about.
No?
I know you sent the picture of the one thing and you put it on Instagram, and I'm really excited to see that. But you said
No,
I'm not sure what.
Oh no, Zeus.
Oh, Zeus.
Yeah, that stuff you sent me for Zeus. I'm just waiting for a head. I'm trying to find one, and the reason why I gotta wait to do it is because I gotta match the skin tone for the whole figure. Because he's mainly flesh, right? And plus, I'm using different parts of the He-Man figures, and they have different skin tone.
See, now that all makes sense to me now.
Yeah.
They do have different skin tones.
They were, the
My brain wasn't braining. I couldn't.
first few waves, those Masterverse He-Man figures, they looked very jaundiced.
Yes. because I got to use parts of the legs from the Savage one that you sent me, Don, and that thing's like a lot more pale, and I'm using the 40th anniversary, and he's actually more tanned, like almost like a spray tan. So I got to paint the whole thing.
Yay! Figured out how to open model paint with one arm.
Man, ain't nothing. Can't nothing be easy and straightforward, you know.
I put my bottle of paint and carefully put it in a vise, and so I'm gonna unscrew the lid.
Are you gonna paint?
Yeah, I'm gonna put a base coat on this head. Yeah, spit on that thing.
Is that the Omni-Man head?
No, this is the Space Ghost head.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's spit on that thing. It's got some Instant on the back of the head. I need to get off.
She's become the sweetheart of the internet.
Yeah, I mean, only be 3 days old. It's like everywhere I look.
Canon has not yet been privileged to that yet.
That's all right.
He's saying he don't need to be privileged to it.
Started up my longitude, or thought I did. Forgot to zoom in.
Well, it is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. And she's just doing her part to help men's mental health.
Yep. They found her. Saw some pictures where she's signing like t-shirts and autograph stuff. Oop. About as good as I can get right now.
Just goes to show you never do know what in the hell's going to go viral these days.
No.
It'd be so good.
And she eclipsed everything on the internet in 3 days.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Oh, poor puppy. She's got to go and get groomed tomorrow.
Yeah, I was supposed to have mine groomed on the 14th, but had to cancel it.
She's going to be all clean.
Can't really load them up in the car right now. My girls are all chubby. They don't leap into the vehicle by themselves. They're not they're not like my boxers. My boxers were rippling muscle and jump a 6-foot wall.
You're talking about a couple of gals where you got to say that they're well fed, not chubby.
Yep. Max and Magnum, they would run every day in the mountainsides. And I never had them fixed, too, so they were more muscular.
Oh, yeah, and that's back when boxers were huge from the pictures you showed me.
Yeah, you see modern boxers, they're a lot smaller.
Yeah, like I remember when I was younger, boxers were huge.
It ain't that funny.
You look at them.
Yeah, mine were just rippling muscle.
Kind of worried about you talking about your boxers having rippling muscles on.
It's fun to see them play. They would stand on their back. They would stand on their back leg.
I'll be right back.
Okay. It was fun to watch them play. They would actually stand on their hind legs, grapple, and smack each other, and like gnaw on each other. Like, yep. I first seen that, it's like, oh, that's what it was.
That's why.
Kristen, need to put a Mr. Freeze movie bath legs on the McFarlane in the body of Dent's head too. Marvel Legends, any ideals? Are you talking about like it seems it means Death's Head 2.
Yeah.
Freeze legs. Putting McFarlane figures on the Marvel Legends. Ooh, that could be. I've never tried that. You'd probably basically have to make an adapter of the waist piece.
Oh my god! Actually, I was going through my saved videos on YouTube to watch, and I just saw one. There's a video on YouTube. It says how to make McFarlane legs fit onto Marvel Legends.
Huh.
So if you search for that, I remember I watched it a long time ago and I had it saved, but I was cleaning up my playlist and stuff like that, and I just got rid of it, or I would have put a link up here. But if you search for how to put McFarlane legs onto Marvel Legends, I'm pretty sure that you'll find it on YouTube.
I'm not sure of the connection point. If they got a ball joint at the top of the legs, you can use the hips all together, and you can take the hips off the Marvel Legend figure. Marvel Legends, you got to crack the hips to get them out. If it's Death's Head 2, you'd have to crack the hips because they're glued together. They're hard plastic.
Yeah.
But my question is, if McFarlane in Marvel Legends, right? To put them McFarlane parts on the Marvel Legends. Is that right? I would have to examine it. I've not tackled that myself. I've not mixed those parts together.
I mean, I used heads and hands, but
I've done that, but not those parts, not the hip.
Yeah, that's not complicated. It's pretty straightforward.
Oh, he's wanting to make plug them into the hips themselves. Well, if you're going to cut the tops off the hips, you can hollow them out and they'll fit the sockets of the. I got a Death's Head 2 sitting here.
It'll require some work, but it's not impossible.
Yeah.
Unless he just cuts the McFarlane leg and he makes a little port just to plug into that right there from the thigh cut.
Things that make you go.
We got Mr. Krakowian in the house. Hey everyone, happy Sunday.
Hello, sir.
Happy? Yeah, that's pretty good.
You're not working tomorrow. You're going to be happy.
I will be taking the day to go to the doctor, but I won't be working. Where's my O-rings?
Christian says, yeah, maybe I use glue in that part.
I am looking for something to try real quick. I think I can do it one-handed. I can find where I put it.
So I think it's time to get rid of this old Door Buster Iron Man. With his broken earpiece.
You see any tiny one?
Oh, the Toy Biz. Did yours fall apart?
Yeah, this piece right here broke.
You know what? Mine is inside of a clear container, almost to replicate the Hall of Armor. I haven't touched that figure for a long time. I have a feeling when I take it out, it's going to probably fall apart.
Does anybody want anything off of this thing?
I don't know.
Are those feet the right size for Prime? If you ever need to make another Prime?
Nah, I wouldn't need those. I'm going to use some parts off of it. Thinking about it, I could use some parts off of it.
Oh, you beat.
What did I do with my box of O-rings? I got 2 boxes of O-rings.
You know, it's a perfectly good pair of pants. I hate to throw them away. What are you doing, Hulk? Come here, you. If these fit, I'll donate them to one of you guys for a red Hulk.
Talk to it.
What color are they?
Black.
Ooh.
Oh, found them. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. Tweezers. Big S.
They fit over the feet. It's a strong indicator that they'll fit.
Your fan is hitting the mic again.
Better?
Yep. Or it's awkward to do stuff with one hand.
You shouldn't be using your hand like this, eh?
Well, I'm not really. I'm just bracing it. Getting frustrated because I can't do anything with my hand.
Christian was saying about using glue on that part. If you can create a port, you wouldn't need to glue it in place.
What I was thinking, so I can get this thing to work.
Get out of the way. Don't go in there. Your mom's in there. I'll be upset.
Nope. Shoot. That's my hands are not going. My hand's not going to cooperate enough. We're going to show on the figure, but I can lock it up. Using like a stack of O-rings, like different sizes. I got this set on listed down below in the description. You can actually glue a stack of O-rings to make a rubber port, like a rubber tube. And if you can get one that's like a little smaller, that'll fit that notch, because one of these is the thickness of that top little recessed area. And you can glue a stack of these together, drill a hole in that leg.
Oh yeah, plug it in.
Plug it in.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Well, they do fit.
Let me see. Oh, that looks good.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so if you're interested, I'll put a like the the top of a pair of pants has a little top. I'll put
Those
the
are
top
great.
on
You need those olds.
if you want it. What?
He needs a decent pair of pants.
Yeah, it's not gonna really work for Hulk per se, but it'd work perfect for a red Hulk.
For Solomon Grundy. Solomon Grundy wants pants too.
But they look good down there at the ankles,
That looks great.
That looks great.
considering they wasn't made for him.
What was it made for?
A werewolf?
Wow. They fit the Hulk perfect.
Oh, jeez. Hank Solo says families.
I don't have friends. I got family.
Those pants look great, man.
However, if you're not interested, I'm just gonna throw them away.
I'll be interested in them.
Yeah,
If
pretty
Don
sure
don't want them.
Go ahead. You can grab them.
All right. I'll put the topper on them. I'll send them to
Shiny.
Olds for
Either I keep them or send them to the Hulk.
yeah. You got it.
Yeah. We'll discuss. Don't worry. Don't throw those out, though. Those are great.
Or just simply throw them in the trash. I'm all right with that. That's what I was gonna do.
Alpha Pro says I'm 30 minutes behind the chat, but I think Lil's hair is supposed to be black flames. It could be. It's been 30 years since I read a book of her in it. so my memory is not the best on that.
Hank Solo says boxers for the Wolfman.
I got that chest armor for hard case fitting really good on this body. Once it snaps on, it's on.
Use that green stuff.
They got a box right
Look,
here that's going to SJR.
It's a combination of using the green stuff. I actually dremeled the inside, the contour to match the back muscles and the pecs.
Yeah.
It was pretty well keying on loosely before. So you can see I put like a little U-shape, like really shallow, like U grinds in the back. They fit the contours of the back muscles. I did the same thing on the front, but it's not as visible on the top. But it looks like it's actually being pressed against skin that way. And it locks in. Now, then I put tape on the chest. Then I use the green stuff in to make a tight connection point. I just need to clean up the bottoms a little bit. And clean up the things that that you cannot see because it's hidden by the piece, but I will see it. I just need to clean it up a little bit. Other than that, it looks good.
I mean, you can turn it upside down and shake it, and it won't come off. So it's great.
Yep.
Good.
Before it was wouldn't really like go down over the body too much. The first time we printed it, we took measurements off the piece I made from scratch, and it made it just a little bit too thick this way. So I actually squeezed it together, then took the micrometer and measured it, squeezed together, printed it. It made it, and I got it a little bit too tight, which actually worked out for benefit, so I could Dremel it and do that, and made it fit perfectly. Like, it keys in now. The bigger one, the warpath body is thicker. Actually fits it really well. It fits the warpath really nice. This is the one Cannon milled me. See, he does mill stuff sometimes. I kid. He actually milled me helmets and bracers before, shoulder pads, head.
I just don't like going out in public. There are people out there.
I know.
People are scary. And I can't go outside my house without running into somebody I know.
You know, that was a big problem for me when I lived in Mississippi. I was a face of the department, so every time I went anywhere in that city of Goshen, it was not all nice people would recognize me.
Even my job, same thing. I go out to a mall, and people recognize me.
Are you saying you're going to the mall?
I used to. I try to avoid that now.
Let's all go to the mall. How I Met Your Mother, Canadian pop song. Let's all go to the mall.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby.
First coat looks good. I miss intermissions in movies, especially now they're freaking so long.
That old man bladder, huh?
Yeah. Plus, it's kind of dumb they don't do intermissions anymore. It's like that allowed people to go out to get snacks, go to the restroom, and
let's go to the snack bar. Let's go to the snack bar.
My theater that I go to, it's all based on the honor system. There's nobody there checking tickets.
Really?
Yeah, they're all behind the counter. They're over there selling tickets and selling popcorns and stuff.
Oh, now you can actually buy movie tickets online, so you just walk in like you own the place, and nobody ever knows.
Scan the freaking ticket. That's it. Right on your phone.
I do that too. I've done that too. Like there's a comic book convention up here where it's a pretty good size one. I've set up at it a few times. So I know a lot of the guys that sit up there. I know I've talked to like the owners of it too. They're running.
Oh yeah.
And I'll go up even if I don't have a booth. If I'm free the day they're doing sit up, I'll just go in, walk in like I own the place. Security never even stops me. I just go in there and walk around. I'd stop on the way back out. I stop and start chit chatting with the security guard, and while I'm sitting there talking to him, he stops other people walking into the buildings, asking to see their pass.
It's actually a drive-in movie theater not too far from, about half an hour drive from me.
Oh, I saw something kind of that Joe Fest. Super 7 set up there. They bought all these IKEA display cabinets brand new for the show instead of having to haul them. And they packed up and left them in the middle of the floor. So the convention center actually has to do something with them.
I bet they could sell them thing $10 a piece.
Probably did, or offered to anybody that's like leaving the convention. You pack it up, you want these, take them.
Wow. They got money to throw away, eh?
Yeah.
What happens when you overcharge?
Well, that's when they got multi-million-dollar investors. So a few IKEA cabinets they don't give a crap about.
Yeah, but they could save money by giving us crappy figures are so expensive too.
Well, I think plus too, they'll spend more money packing them up and hauling those things than they would just buying them and leaving them.
Yeah.
But I can't really say. The only shitty part is the fact they left them in the middle of the floor without saying anything.
Yeah, that's big move.
But economical wise, it is a smarter move. I can see that, especially if they're traveling a long distance. Yeah. If they're going across country, and they just need cabinets, they're just like cheap IKEA cabinets. There's like put them up for the weekend and just let them sit. And
they probably don't have room either. They probably had the cabinets shipped to the event, set them up there, and really no place to put them in their trucks or whatever.
That's looking great, Ken. Nice and pointy and deadly looking.
I think I'm done with it.
He's either done or dumb. I'm not sure which.
A bit both sometimes.
A little bit of both.
So it would have worked perfect too. You don't have to put a port or anything like that, and I can actually drill a small hole in the bottom of it and put a styrene rod in it, and have that be the connection point. That'll work out good.
I didn't think I had sewn that much, but this bobbin here would beg to differ.
Make it this Space Ghost head for Metaluna packed up, shipped out this week. I just got my Jeep fixed this week. I got it fixed Thursday. The ignition switch burned up in it. I was telling you about where the last time I drove it, like you can smell like electrical fire smell in the vehicle, and I saw smoke coming out of the steering column. The electric ignition switch burned up.
What kind of vehicle? Jeep what?
The electrical ignition switch.
No, I said which vehicle? The Jeep what?
Jeep Cherokee.
Okay. I don't know you have a Cherokee.
My truck's it's not on the road right now. I need to get it inspected. I need the air conditioning fixed, and a couple of I need a battery.
You know, I saw a Jeep Cherokee with an antique tag. My wife did.
I would do antique tags on it, except I got handicap tags on it. It's for it's a vehicle I use to take my cousin to doctor's appointments.
Yeah.
So that's one reason I don't put antique tags on it, or I wouldn't even have to worry about inspection stickers.
There's my time. All right, guys. I need to head out.
Have a good one.
You too. Thanks for having me.
Have a good time.
Take care.
Well, that's weird.
What's that? Water. See, we put this blade dev head back on the collector body. Should be able to do that with one hand, shouldn't I? Yeah. Up dust on it. Wish these loose collector female figures were just a tad bit smaller. On their current skit, with certain characters like Lady Death, I don't mind them being a little bigger. But when you got like a she's a little bit too tall. What? Oh, wait a minute. Didn't realize what's going on there. When Hulk Smash left, the screen was like what we all three had a little bitty screen on the side of the screen. Nobody's going to talk to me now Hulk Smash is gone?
Sorry, I have a technical difficulty with my machine here.
Yeah.
My kids are just being kind of noisy in the background.
Is that all right? It's ambient noise. Oh, and Engelfeld's got a question in the chat. What do you think about the Super 7 TNT 2003 figures? My favorite series, but I'm gonna. When Corey mentioned like his friend that worked on the series, like the character models are not on point. It seems like the designs are too simple. I like that added articulation. It's like my favorite series, the Pro Turtles. I'm not a big turtle fan, and I love that series. So, I do think it's a good step for them going forward of doing double joint knees and arms, getting caught up with everybody else.
Moving forward, maybe it'll make them a better toy company.
Well, from my understanding too, they've always done really well for turtles, their quality wise, because it's more of that's their like top selling brand. They have more than one factory, and they use the better factory for the turtle stuff.
Oh, cow.
What's that?
47 months to ship.
40. What?
4 to 7 months to ship.
For what?
For something from Japan.
Oh. I got
They're like, I ordered it back. They shipped it back in April. And they're like, if it doesn't arrive by September, let us know. I remember that I ordered it by September.
Is that your Gundam or something else?
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see them update. The Loose Collectors made some a lot of progress since they did this first figure. I'd kind of like to see them redo well, don't really need to redo everything. Just do some updates to it. Give her some, because they got the swivel up here. They can give us some new arms with double jointed elbows. Give us some vertically hinged hands. New head, but it's not that don't weigh a ton. It's a one solid piece. That was one of the biggest complaints about this head. Is like the head is one solid piece. They mold the hair and face as one piece together. It's all solid plastic and it's heavy and it weighs the figure down. And she can't wield her weapons properly.
Whew. Okay, crisis averted. I know you guys
the rest of the figure is pretty decent. I like it. And I would like to see them do different. Her first appearance inside her cape was blue, not red. I bought two of these. The other one I actually have the old like 5 POA like figure they did a Lady Death back in the day. It had a soft goods cape, and I actually put that on my other figure. Except 2 or 3 holy smokes is it arriving Viva the Nina and the Pinte or the Santa Maria? It's on a sailboat on the slow voyage across the Atlantic. Well, I guess it'd be crossing the Pacific, hitting the West Coast, and then coming here. Then they put it on. They cross with the sailboat across the ocean. Then they put it on a wagon the rest of the way to your house. Magellan route. Oh. I did a kind of a complete overhaul on the story I was working on. Updating, adding more content, more detail, more characters. Go back and redo other chapters after add more profiles and content. Updating previous chapters again. Reflect. Callbacks to other parts of the story. Marked a couple spots too. I want to add some more chapters in between. Well, I think it's a little stronger. Messed it up for a while. I worked on it while I was on painkillers, and apparently reading stuff is like, that sounds good. It wasn't. It was not good. We got the Rotten Tanuka. What's up, Collector Express? Hello, sir. And I am currently on the one-hand bandit right now until that I am just basically on hosting duty Do limited stuff. Pop the head back on a figure, do a coat on this head. There's no way I'm going to do any kind of detail work right now, but not that. I'm trying to get the lid back off. One hand. Yep. 2 fingers. After I broke the seal the first time, I can get it off one hand. Yay! I didn't think about it beforehand, but I did do it last week. Did it Friday. Stopped by my local pharmacy. Was like, hey, when I refill my prescriptions, can you put Easy Pop Tops on and stuff for a while?
Oh boy.
There. Now, I need a paintbrush. What brush do I want to use? I will use you. I think I need to thin this paint out a little more. On this Mr. Hobby lacquer, it'll thicken up on me after time. I gotta add thinner back to it. But be cautious if you ever get this Mr. Hobby. Apparently, it can cause anaphylactic shock in some certain people. Our friend Corey from the Casting Cave can't use this stuff.
Caution is advised.
I notice it's very pungent when you take the lid off. But it is very durable paint too. But you gotta thin it before you can use it. For now, before I put that, yep, I'm gonna put a little bit of thinner in that bottle.
Measure 6 times, cut twice.
The one I got from Custom Cannon. I like that bike, but the bike that comes with the new Rider series, I feel the bike's too small. It looks small.
Sure.
His bike was huge. I like the figure. I wish it had a different head. But I do like the figure. What I'm going to do, I'm buying the set. And that figure is going to go on the one made by Custom Cannon. Hope I just didn't put too much thinner in that. It is a beautiful bike, and it looks more a lot more comic accurate than the new one coming out. But at least we're getting the Danny Ketch. Now it's going to be, I would have spent $50, if not more, in parts, putting together a fodder together to build a decent Danny Ketch. And so I can just buy that for $50. Do something else with the bike.
Campy is a bearded clam, and I can't remember the rest of it. So peanut butter and cola go together really well.
I think it's a big thing. People used to put peanuts in their Coca-Cola.
Well, it's technically Pepsi.
In the South, they did Coca-Cola.
But also Coke.
Sector said, I can't get Ramen Toys to respond to my emails or DMs on IG. I have never got them to respond on Instagram. They will reply back on Facebook fast, but emails, they suck. Their contact support system is awful at Ramen Toys. And I just don't like how they handled them screwing up decals on their Tiger Orange car, aka the General Lee. They screwed up the placement of the decals. They're like, apologies, we're sorry, but we followed the directions. We took the advice from somebody on YouTube that commented on our video, which is a lie. They flat out lied. They refused to take responsibility of their screw up and try to blame it on taking the advice from a fan, and that's a straight up lie. The only person that commented on that video about the placement of the decals told them factually correct information of how to place the decals, and everybody just believed them at their word. Didn't check. Oh, somebody's probably trying to sabotage the project by giving them bad advice. No, they did it their own. There's this thing called Google. You can search for pictures of very famous movie cars, TV and movie cars.
Hey, I don't know. You're talking crazy.
I know it's crazy talk. I know, but
look something up online for reference to look at for how to make stuff.
Especially when you're producing it for you're a company producing this as a replica. Nah, I think I'll just take the word some random supposedly of some random person on the internet where they go, which is was a lie too. I was like, good God, people, just take responsibility. You screwed up, and what are you going to try to make good on it? It's like you're just going to receive a bad product. It's like, man, that was so poorly handled. It makes me that's put to the point where they handle that. I'm not going to buy anything else from them. I did get my invoice, and I replied back to them. I was like, hey, you need to tell me, because I requested to them to switch mine to one without the decals applied, or I want a full refund. So I went and paid for the shipping invoice and receive a jacked up car. If I get a jacked up car, I would be making a trip to one of their conventions and getting my refund in person.
You getting a bath?
That's a fact, Jack.
You get a shower? Sunday.
They assured me that I'm getting one without decals, so I paid the invoice. But the bike should have been the bath. Yeah, they could have done like a bigger bike as a bath. That'd been cool. And just had Blackheart as a standard release figure. I would have been.
Yes, do it now.
They could have had the bike as the bath, Blackheart standard figure, and put Danny Ketch as a regular figure in the bath wave. I've been totally down for that. If we could have got a bigger bike, more accurate bike.
But then you wouldn't have to have Cannon's bike. They're just looking out for you.
Oh yeah. I'm not saying for other people. Like it's getting. I like the fact they're putting more money into the comic book figures right now, but they need to take the time to reference the freaking characters better. Look at more than one picture on the internet. like we were just talking about with ramen. There's all kinds of pictures on the internet of all these things. Use more than one.
Phooey. Talking crazy.
It's like when they did like the Commander Rogers on the on the Cho Build-A-Figure wave. They grabbed a picture off the internet, which was fan art. That's why he's got that weird head sculpt and weird hair. They used fan art as a reference.
It's an honest mistake. Anybody could have made that mistake.
Yeah, very shady with the ramen toys thing. I bought 3 and paid for the He-Man head. Forget the fire stand. Use the plastic stand, and use the plastic for the bigger bike. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to take the flame effects and stuff and add to the custom cannon bike Hell Cycle, and add those effects to. I bought some orange resin. I thought about maybe printing one of those, but when I'm sitting in that, getting that to get the Ghost Rider, I can just use those effects on the bike. So, perfect. It almost looks like that little the wheelie stand is made to plug in the bottom of your bike cannon, where you made for like the jack stand port.
Yeah,
it looks like it's the exact same location as your kickstand.
it does.
Your foot pegs are so much better than your whole bike is so much better.
Well, thanks.
I don't understand too the front shield on the Hasbro one. Why is it so beat up, and why does it have headlights? Why are they open and no headlights? It's like, were they going to put headlights in it and they forgot? Did they like use all their budget for like orange plastic on the fire effects and didn't leave enough to put headlights in? Ooh, that could be a thing for you, like like a smaller key item, like for if you're talking about doing like a store. Measure. I could see like the front shield piece from the Hasbro one. You can make windows plug into it. Snap in from the back.
Yeah, my calendar filled up pretty quick this summer. I don't know if I'm going to get around to making a store.
Oh, I was just going to say, like, ideal for a future project when you do your store. I would say you could probably sell quite a few.
They left those just wide open, huh?
Yep. You could easily model a piece where it snaps in the back. It's a separate piece too. It comes detached. So I could actually mail that to you. You can take measurements and test fit and stuff. Heck, you could almost like set up like pick a mold and like cast them and produce a ton of them.
Yeah.
What email does Ramen send the invoice from? That sales at Ramen Toys? It's a Shopify email that I got. I emailed like every email I could find on my user contact form on their website. They never replied. Their sales at Ramen Toys, and never replied. When I replied to them that I'm not going to pay you until you verify it, they didn't read that email. So it's a pre-order. If you cancel, we got to do a restocking fee. I was like, learn to read. It's not what I said, you idiot. But Ace did. I'm pinged Ace again on Facebook, and he did confirm that I'm getting one without the decals applied. If you lied to me, I will be getting my money back. One way or another. They're going to get themselves in trouble anyway. They keep trying to make stuff of licensed IP stuff illegally and putting their face out there on top of it. They're going to get shut down eventually. They'll have to change their name of their company and stuff, but happens quite often in the Japanese companies, not Japanese, Chinese companies. They'll make products that, of course, they don't put their face out there with who's making it. They'll brand it, but when they get like a shut down, they'll just shut down for a little bit and move to set up at another factory and go back to business. Not often people blatantly like break the law like they're doing with making stuff that's clearly from IPs of other companies.
So they don't have the licenses for any of their stuff, or what?
The only thing they had a license to do, those 2 Silverhawk figures, which end up being illegal licensing deal. Super 7 we're telling people they bought the license for Silverhawks flat out when they didn't. It was actually just a licensing deal. And they sub-licensed it out to Super 7, to Ramen Toys, which they didn't have legal right to do. So they got in trouble for a while there. The Silverhawk brand was even pulled from their website. So I say they had to do some ass kissing to WB and pay a fine and money restitution for them for doing something that stupid, and they were allowed to keep the license. It really surprised me they got to keep any of the WB licenses after doing something that boldly stupid. Licensing out, selling a license to a brand that you are licensing, that you somehow thought you bought.
Yeah, that just sounds...
That is very, very weird. And now Super 7 is going to illegally start making Silverhawks figures. And calling it something else. They'll call it something else, but it's clearly going to be Silverhawks figures.
Super 7S?
Not Super 7, Ramen Toys, I'm sorry. Ramen Toys is going to do that. They made those 2, and they're going to make more, but they're going to be called different names, but it's going to be clearly Silverhawk stuff.
Hey, good type.
Oh, thank you. Better than Kazoon Toot.
But so I can see them getting in a lot of trouble in the future.
I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah, because they're doing 18 van without licensing. They're talking about, and they're going to do the Knight Rider without licensing. They already got a cease and assist from Tom Cruise, his legal team. When they try to make the Maverick figure without, they put all the money investment and then tooling and start tooling the figure before they got license and approval.
Well, I don't think Tom Cruise has ever had a toy.
No, he don't do that, period. He don't license his likeness out for nobody. and they got told no, then they released they ended up doing like a deal where they released the figure. If you bought a 3-pack, they did like a blurred out picture. They give you like basically, if you bought all 3 of those aviator figures, you get a free Tom Cruise head, which pretty risky when you were told not to do that by a legal firm.
Yeah.
If you're making stuff as a no-name company and not putting your face out there, doing third-party license, using IP stuff, is a little more feasible.
Yeah, I mean, it still doesn't make it right.
No, it's still not right. But my favorite Transformers are like third-party Transformers. Like they are. They're clearly representing Transformer IP, but the engineering and all that stuff is just at such a next level beyond what Hasbro does. They're fantastic, but I kind of let that skate because if they didn't do it, Hasbro sure as hell wasn't going to do it. And they killed Takara of Hasbro. They killed the Masterpiece line. The Power Master Prime coming out to Jinrai is going to be the last one. They're going to go to a smaller scale. So if you want stuff at that old scale, you got to keep buying stuff at third party. They put enough time, money, investment in making really high-end stuff. Some people want to call it knockoffs, but it's not knockoffs. Knockoffs is reproducing something that Hasbro's made. But when you're doing something like clearly like it's based off like humanoid characters, it's like clearly the likeness rights there. It's a little more risky, in my opinion. Especially they're like talking about like doing a full-on He-Man and Skeletor figure without licensing approval. They were talking last PowerCon. They were talking about trying to get a license for it, and I think they basically implied too that if they don't, they'll still make them and just call them something else. Yes, right there. They could totally went to Hasbro and got a license to do the mass figures. Because we just seen this weekend, Hasbro will license out their properties to other independent toy companies if you go through the process and do it. We got Fresh Monkey Fiction doing Cops. They're basically doing the UK version of G.I. Joe with the Red Shadow and the Crimson Sun. So I would assume they would have got permission to do that too, because the only reason they couldn't call it the original name, it might have been tied to the license, the branding at the trademark or wherever it was that Bobby Valla got out for Valaverse. When he branded it, when he trademarked the Action Force. But they totally should have just got the licensing rights, then they could have made these vehicles without any repercussions, because they got a cease and desist on the packaging, on their red going, the original packaging, because it looked just like mask packaging. They seem to don't think I think Aves said they can't get a license until they have examples of their work, so they make those figures to show the companies they're capable of making them. I'm going to have to call that's kind of baloney on that, because I think that's just an excuse they're using. What you making?
Me?
Yes.
The Mobius chair.
Oh, sweet.
The Kirby-esque one.
Nice.
I don't know what to do. I'm kind of paused on my swimsuit, so I'm not sure what else to do. What should I be working on?
I don't know.
What do you want to work on?
The thing I'm making for you.
What are you making for me?
Well, I don't know.
I don't remember asking for anything.
You didn't.
Why are you making me something?
Because that's what friends do.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you don't remember Jared taking all that time to make a Iron Man armor for me?
Did he make Iron Man armor for you?
He did. Made it specifically for me.
I did. Want to do this? Oh, I forgot. When? Sector 2813 is I got a light up Mobius chair from Bombus B. It's freaking amazing, based off the Dark Side Wars. I think we saw that picture of that online when we were.
Yeah, I saw a picture of that. It's cool.
Yep. The black and blue one. I am impressed with. I know it's it's wore off the past few days. Or I'm getting hungry about to take my next shot tomorrow. But that Ozempic, man, it's impressive how well it suppresses your appetite. After one shot, it was like most of the week is like, I'm not hungry.
Yeah, I agree. I enjoy it just because I don't have to constantly be shoving my face full of food to be content. It's rather nice. Not sure that's gonna work. What figure has I'm an idiot. Never mind. I already know the answer to that question. I gotta go check on something. I'll be right back.
You gotta see if you left the gas on.
It ain't got no gas in it. Hmm.
Oh, see, that reminds me. I'm gonna miss all this next week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I won't be here Thursday or Sunday of next week.
Okay. Cool.
And then there'll be another time later in July.
Me too.
25th and the 28th I won't be in July.
My right hand surgery is the 22nd of July, so that's about the same time.
Yeah.
So, me too. Alpha Proto at Canon, have you ever modeled anything where you could put a tap light into it so it can light up? He's done quite a few things that lights up.
A tap light?
I guess like the magnetic switch lights like we use.
Yeah.
Yes, he's done quite a few of those. Quite a few heads. He's actually got spots for lights put into the Ghost Rider bikes, the Hill Cycles. The Primeval head he modeled for me. There's a cavity in there, like it lights up. Do you try that resin, that orange resin I sent you a link to, or is it?
No, I haven't really bought anything recently.
That's so cool.
And then
Nice. You do like a circuit in that, or like a?
yeah, I bought it someplace.
That's so cool. Yeah. The Goron Super Beast. The Garam, I'm sorry.
Garam. Oh, there's one in this too, but I never lit it up.
There's your back.
There's the bike. And there's the Sentinel.
Nice.
That one kept turning on.
That really works well too. That size Sentinel for like the old side scroller game that when you fought smaller Sentinels.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. Love that
Put
game.
him in I should have put him in the ice too, but I didn't. I think that's it.
Well, we are past the 2-hour mark. I figure we can go ahead and get called. Well, like Don gets back, so we just don't leave while he's.
While he's gone.
Yep.
He's like, where'd everybody go?
We'll get ready to call it a night for the day. As soon as he gets back. But everybody in the chat, again, thank you for coming hanging out for tonight, especially watching my friends work too. And so thank you for so much for coming in. Like, I would have had no content. That's why I messaged on on the Discord. Like, anybody coming tonight?
Yeah. Yeah. But that's why I figured I'd tell you ahead of time that I wasn't going to be here next week for either of the shows. Because I'll be.
There's no Thursday show this week, so.
Okay. Well, I wasn't going to be here anyway.
Yeah. I canceled it since you weren't going to be here. It's like, you're going to stop. If we can't show your work, man, I'm not having the show.
Oh, that's because you're not able to work. I'm just the backup. I'm the sideshow.
I enjoy watching you work, man. I can't. What's frustrating is where I used to build model, and I try to open up. Try to do anything on these new software. It's like,
but I mean, they change it. They change it frequently, so
yeah. I may end up having to make a new Mobius, and I pulled that one off when I was talking to Corey. I pulled that one off the shelf. I was like, he is yellow. Take one of those, what you call it? Why can't I never remember his damn name? Star-Lord figures. It's like I have a blind spot in my head when I try to think of the word Star-Lord.
Well, I'm in luck.
What's that?
he's in luck.
I'm in luck. I had it.
Well, we're getting ready to call it a night since we're past the 2-hour mark. And
2-hour mark.
Yep, 2 hours, 12 minutes, and 51 seconds. And right now, it's like, can't really do too much on the channels except for live streams and go off the comic book videos until I can do something. Hopefully, I'll get this bandage off. I can do a little bit more. I got a few customs I can do a showcase video on, and other than that, hopefully we can do that. But anyway, thank you all again for coming out and hanging out tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having me out.
It's appreciated.
We'll catch y'all next time.
Have
Oh, I'm sorry. What now?
Have a good one.
a good night.
Have a good night.